right, an exclusive look into an ICE operation down in Houston, as well as the Daily Mail giving some numbers on ICE arrests. Let's check it out.
And now a Fox exclusive. Fox News got a first-hand look inside of ICE efforts to round up illegal immigrants right here in Houston. Reporter Brooke Taylor is joining us now with some more details on that. Brooke.
Hi, Anthony. Yeah, we got a first-hand exclusive look at the day-to-day operations here in Houston when it comes to these ICE arrests. There's a lot that goes into it. ICE officers have a list with thousands of illegal migrants. They go through this target list, they filter it out, conduct surveillance. Sometimes it takes days, and then they have to wait for the perfect moment to make an arrest, and they want to do this in a safe way so that everyone in the community does not get harmed.
Right now, we have eyes on the target's house. It's fair game to say that he will be moving soon.
Fox News exclusively embeds with ICE enforcement and removal operations officers in Houston, getting an inside look as officers strategize their targets for the day.
Let's do it, gentlemen. Stay safe.
The first target, an illegal migrant who officers have been watching for days.
Target's towing out the house.
According to ICE, he's from Mexico and was previously removed from the U.S. after being convicted of alien smuggling.
For the worst of the worst, the gang members.
So this guy was already removed once and convicted of alien smuggling. These are the type of people that AOC, when they give out these tips of how to avoid ICE, these criminals listen to that. So it's not just the people who are not committing heinous acts of crime too.
The violent criminals, things of that nature. That's what we're all focused on.
Next on the target list, an illegal migrant from El Salvador who has already been deported from the U.S. twice.
Let me see the order or something, because I don't know.
According to ICE,
the audacity this scumbag has. Let me see an order or something. Get this guy out of here.
he has a criminal conviction for indecency and exposure to a child.
So we're not looking to go out there and scare or terrorize the communities. We're looking to make these communities safer. These folks, criminals like this individual here, they're victimizing those same communities. Nobody wants those folks in our communities.
On the same day, FBI Houston arrested 2 suspects linked to the Tren Aragua gang. ERO agents collaborating more than ever with federal agencies like HSI, ATF, CBP, and the FBI, with a renewed focus on targeting illegal criminal aliens.
They go out here and they put their lives on the line every day doing this work. It's nice sometimes to stop and reflect on what have you prevented? How many people have you kept from being victimized because we've taken these folks not only off the streets, but out of the country.
Now, while these arrests are nothing new, ICE has been doing this, but they say because there is more of a priority now, they're able to make more arrests. The director, Anthony, tells us that in the last few weeks, they have nearly tripled the number of arrests they're doing.
And Brooke, before we let you go, it's not every day we get a chance to be embedded with ICE like this to really see the operation. For you,
that's a huge success right there. Tripling the amount of arrests, that is big.
as a reporter, was there anything that surprised you about their efforts?
I would say what really goes into making these arrests, they really have to conduct surveillance for days, sometimes weeks. They want to do this as safe as possible. So they need to watch their patterns, the behaviors. The first illegal migrant we went after, these officers who were watching him for days knew that every single morning at 6:45 a.m. he left to go to work. So that was the moment, as soon as he went in the truck and left, that the officers went in on him, Anthony.
Yeah, Brooke Taylor, thank you for joining us and giving us that inside perspective.
Great job. Great job to ICE down in Houston. You just made Texas a much safer place to be. You have these scumbags out of here, these perverts. And look, I don't care if you get there are liberals that get offended by talking about these animals, but they are animals. Indecent exposure to a child, you're a scumbag. You should not be anywhere near society. You should be locked up in a prison cell for the rest of your life. But great job. You just made Texas a whole lot safer. Arresting Tren Aragua. Great job. I'm very happy about this. So this is from Daily Mail. Most horrendous criminal migrants ICE arrests in the past 24 hours include child rapists and murderers. Child predators, murderers, and drug traffickers are among the illegal criminal migrants rounded up by ICE in the last 24 hours. Some numbers that were given by given to Daily Mail from ICE. So, according to the latest data available from the Department of Homeland Security, but ICE is a part of that. During Trump's first 3 weeks in office, from January 20th to February 8th, ICE arrested 11,791 illegal aliens, a 137% increase from the year before. That's a lot. During the same time span, arrests of aliens and criminals' histories have doubled from roughly 4,500 to 9,000 compared to 2024. Arrests of fugitive aliens at large in U.S. communities have increased 156% from around 2,160 to 5,530 compared to last year. ICE has immediately gone after the worst of the worst criminal offenders, doubling and tripling from fiscal year 2024 enforcement metrics. So Joe Biden could have gone after these people. I mean, he was, but on a smaller scale. Why? It's anybody's guess. I think because they just don't care. So yeah, this is good. You're ramping up. So these people were in these communities, and they've been living there, wreaking havoc, but they were not being taken care of. It's just ridiculous how our own federal government, the foreign president of the United States, was not protecting the United States citizens. It's ridiculous. But we took care of that November 5th. Though the administration has stopped providing daily updates on the exact number of migrants arrested and deported each day, they did provide Daily Mail with specific criminals with horrific rap sheets who were arrested on Thursday. Yeah, I noticed they stopped giving those updates daily. There was a leak that happened, and Tom Homan is looking into that very closely and might be connected to the FBI. But so I think they're trying to be more coy about what they're doing, a little more keep on the down low, so I should say. These illegal aliens convicted of loads of crimes hail from all over the world, ranging from Guatemala to Portugal to South Sudan. You see, Portugal, a European country, a nice European country. So it doesn't matter if you're from Guatemala or from Portugal or from South Sudan. This guy arrested Mexican citizen Luis Guerrero for cocaine selling charges on Thursday. What a stand-up citizen right there. Wouldn't you like to hire this guy for a job? No, thank you. All right, let's keep going. There's another stand-up citizen here. Mon Gong Deng, a citizen of South Sudan, was arrested Thursday in St. Paul, Minnesota, after being convicted of homicide. Need I say more? Yeah, this is great news. Atlanta ICE arrested Mexicans. Okay, that's the same guy as before. Chicago authorities apprehended Jose Martinez, another Mexican man. He was convicted of sexual assaults and was later given a 7-year prison sentence. Mexican child predator Rogelio Hernandez was arrested in Houston on Thursday. Hernandez was convicted of aggravated assault of a child and was sentenced to 12 years in prison. ICE agents in Knoxville, Tennessee, arrested Horacio Villegas, Las Vegas, an illegal immigrant who had previously been deported from the U.S. He was a Guatemalan national, had an astounding warrant for raping a child. He also has a long criminal history, including charges for assault with a weapon, hit and run, domestic violence, obstructing police, and more. My gosh. Yeah, this guy right here. So this is one less criminal on the streets of Houston. Houston just got safer. This guy hit and run, domestic. He just a menace to society. He beats his wife or whatever it is. It looks like domestic violence. I mean, and then hit and runs. So this guy hitting people, no insurance, I'm sure, and is taking off. Yeah, get this guy out of here. And then this person, what is this? Chi Chon Lee, a citizen of Portugal. He has been convicted of sexual exploitation of a minor. Get this scumbag out of here. Get this pedophile lunatic out of our country. So it doesn't matter where you're from. You break the law, you commit these violent crimes, these heinous crimes, you're getting deported. There's nothing controversial about ICE ramping this up. And if there is collateral damage, then so be it. You know, people overstaying their visas, re-entry, things like that. You know, these crimes, the punishment goes up. You know, entry the first time, it's a misdemeanor. I believe you can get up to 6 months in jail. Then you come back, it's like 10 years. There's more to it. Then you have all these other things involved, like if you have other crimes, if you committed other crimes while you're here. But Democrats try to just say, oh, well, it's just a civil offense. Yeah, it is. It is a civil fine involved with that, but it's also a crime as well. So don't let them confuse you on that. But all right, I'm going to leave that right there. I just thought I'd share that with you because they're doing great work. And I think it needs to be reported on. I'm so glad when I see these stories here in Texas about ICE agents in Houston and Dallas, because it just makes our state and country a much safer place to be. You're going to see the crime rates go down. A lot of crimes going reported, unfortunately, but you're going to see less people on the streets, and we can focus on these criminals that are here legally, and we can focus on them. But all right, guys, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you. Take care.